This is Damon Stevens with Finwell Builders. Today is Thursday, January 13th, 2022, and here's a stock market update for our trades of the day. And it was definitely a shorting day in the market. And let's get into it as we get through these charts, show you what the opportunities were and what they may be for closing out this week tomorrow. Again, remember that it's a short week in the US. Next week, we have a holiday on Monday. So banks and the stock market will be closed for the US. So there will be no trades on Monday. But let's get right into it, take a look and see how today went. So today you can see Dow Jones closed down 0.49%, NASDAQ down 2.51%, and S&P 500 down 1.42%. When we get in the charts, you'll see it was a nice little rally back up and a nice rally right back down, chasing down the same breakup candles that we had. But we'll get into the charts and show the details around that. But you can see the FANG stock's definitely down. So technology, money moved in and moved out within 2 days. And so it's quite interesting to see what's developing in the stock market and also in crypto. So let's get into the charts and take a little more detail. But you can see here on our scanner, nothing's hitting real high. Small caps just really aren't moving right now. So really haven't had really any big trades this week. Scalped a few of them, but not really anything big, and nothing today for sure. And you see here the market, pretty well was flat for the first part of the day before it started to have a little meltdown. NASDAQ kind of just crawled down throughout the day, same with SPY. So you can see here that kind of really right here on the charts here, you see as we gapped up or we came back up, found resistance and came back down. As soon as we broke this line here, that's when you would wanted to short the market. Same with NASDAQ here. That was your confirmation of a short. And then Dow Jones was, a little bit later in the day. You could have caught it here, but really the confirmation came right here as we kind of went back up, retraced, and then broke down from there. But let's get into some more detailed charts as we get into here, and so we can see what's going on. So ILMN. So you can see here, this is just a high of 526. We came down, bounced off a support off this double bottom that we talked about in our videos. Tried to rally back up to the support line here, and you can see here that it failed and pulled down yesterday and then pulled down again today, and we've almost retraced like 3/4 of this. Kind of sitting at a support level here. We could bounce off this 397 area. If we do break below it, just be aware that we're going to break our trend lines and probably come down to the bottom trend line, and that's around 341. There is a little bit of support here that could be around 367. But that would be kind of the direction we're headed if the market opens up and we start going down tomorrow. COP, see here we hit this high. We've talked about this. We hit above our trend line as we have in the past, and we're kind of sitting right there. So we're kind of consolidating right up here. So that's good. If we can hold that area and bounce off of it, we could possibly rally up and really create a new channel. If not, if this stays up there too long, then we could start to see a pullback here, back towards either the mid area or possibly back down to the bottom trend line. Facebook's been downward sloping as well. Tried to rally up here after this run down here, and just kind of lost momentum at resistance up here and pulled all the way back down below the 200. So we're still in this channel, this downward sloping wedge here. So we could kind of bounce back here, but we should hopefully make another attempt to break out of this descending wedge. Apple came up here, kind of put a double top in, came back here, put a double bottom in, and now just kind of sitting here right in the middle of consolidation. So looking for a direction on Apple, either for the downside, back down to the 50, down around 167, or bounce off here and go back up, hopefully to the upper trend line here around 178. So looking for momentum and direction for Apple. Tesla, nice pullback, almost down to the 100, rally back up, found resistance at our trend line, and then pulled all the way back down again. So sitting here right at the 50. So if we break the 50 tomorrow to the downside, we'll be looking at Tesla possibly going to 780. Maybe even down to the 100 here at 758. And then if we break that, then we got another one down here around 886. So I'm looking for direction whether we're going to move up back towards resistance at 1100, or if we're going to break down and go under 1100 or under 1000. So really, we're kind of at support right now at this 1031, and then there's support around 1000, and then 980, and then 958. So we'll see what where it goes, but right now things are pulling south, so to the downside. So we'll see what happens. The video, we've been on this downward slope. We've been talking about our videos. We came down here, talked about a possible double bottom here. So it looks like we had one here on the 10th, and we've come back almost right down to the same level. We're actually stuck on that level right now. So if I bring this down here, you can see it just right at the same location. So if we can bounce off of here, we can create this W, and then we could rally back up. If we break below this line tomorrow and break below the 100, then we have downward movement. So just watch those levels and adjust your risk according to which direction we're kind of headed. Amazon pulled down. Luckily, we pulled back up here. It looked like we're rallying back up and then came right back down. Luckily, we are kind of at this same level we have been in the past. It is under our trend lines, but you can see, I put this line in here, you can see, that we've had support back here in this general area, 317 twice, and we hit below it here. So we'll see if we come back into that. If we can get support and rally back up, that'd be great. But right now, Amazon is looking weak. It's all below all the moving averages. So just looking for possibly some more downside on this. Invax, double bottom here as well. Definitely below all the moving averages. Definitely seeing weakness here. It's a possibility that the Invax could go down as well. But right now we're at this double bottom where there is a potential for a bounce, but it's got to do that soon. Moderna. Nice pullback here. Really, I mean, it's kind of a double bottom right here, but you're really more of a consolidation because you got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on this one area, and you had it back here again in November. So that's very weak. If we break this line, and I'll just put it up here so we can see it. If we break this support line right here, you can expect that will probably come down to at least the 190, 180 level on Moderna. The NTX, same thing, same level, not the same price, but the same level, same type of behavior. So if we break this 208 level here, or this, 202 level here, we probably could break down further. So just be aware of that. Again, 190, 180. Down here, the low is 145, but we'll just take it day by day. But right now we're at critical support. We've been here before. This was the original breakout area. So if we miss this area, definitely gonna be coming down. So looking for possibly a bounce for BNTX or a breakdown below 200. So the 10-year yields kind of pulled back down to support here and then bounced off of it. So we're above the moving averages. So still bullish on in that area. So US oil still strong, sitting under resistance. The dollar still pulling down. So the dollar is weakening. The VIX pulled down and then spiked it up over 20, and we talked about 20 can make the market go down. So if in the morning pre-market, if you're still seeing the VIX it's elevated above 20, more likely we're going to have another red day. So we'll close out the week on a red note. If the VIX can kind of tank from here or pull back, then we could possibly rally back up, and then we'd have a breakup candle to go with the paired breakup and breakdown candles we have today. So SPY, here's a nice pullback. You can see pullback right to the 50. So we pulled back and we hit below the 50 towards the 100, bounced off that. We found support, and then now we're again testing support again. So hopefully we can rally off of this. If not, then we'd be breaking down to this a lower trend line or possibly the 100. So I'm looking for some direction tomorrow morning on whether this is going to be a long or a short, call or put. Triple Qs pull back down here to support as well in a lower trend line. So it's below all moving averages. So looking for some strength and some pull back here. See if we can rally back up. Semiconductors, same thing, nice rally up and then pull back down to the 50 moving average. Dow Jones rallied up, hit resistance and pull back down, and about halfway down retraced back down to the 50. IWM triple bottom now is in. So hopefully we can bounce off here and rally above here. If we break below this support area, this 214, 212 area, more likely we're gonna, come down further. So this is a critical point. You can see this is a downward sloping wedge. We should bounce to the north, hopefully, and rally back out of this. Financials are strong, consolidating here at the top. Bitcoin is holding above critical support on this 42 level. We need to really get it back over 46. But so far, Bitcoin's showing some life again, and so that's a good thing. Rose continues to perform. You see that we hit a good new high here and then pull back. So hopefully we'll rally back up here and make additional highs in the future here. As far as FTM you can see is rallying back up towards the highs again. A double top in here, still holding up there. So we'll see what we can do on that. One, you can see one is rallying back up here and working its way towards possibly new highs. If you can break above this 36. So just that's our watch list. Those are the things we're trading. Make sure that you're watching the scanner in the morning. Make sure you're watching pre-market. Watch the VIX. It's above 20. Could be a down day tomorrow. If it's below 20, look for movement in stocks. But there'll be probably a lot more profit taking as well. So just be careful out there. Try not to hold things over the weekend if you don't need to. And trade safe tomorrow, and everybody have a great long weekend if you're in the US. For those others, we'll be touching base on Tuesday. And I'll actually try to post a video on Monday night to get you prepped and ready to go on Tuesday. So stay safe out there, continue to subscribe, and provide some comments, and we will talk to you later.